Hello and welcome back to everyone that has been following this series. For anyone that's new to my channel and doesn't know who I am, well, my name is Jutin Al Ahmed and I've been conducting research by investing £100 or equivalent into Bitcoin since May 2024. The research is based upon what would happen if I invested £100 or equivalent into Bitcoin rather than the norm that society does, which is investing into a pension pot. Well, do watch my introductory video from May 2024 to gain a better understanding of the research that is currently being conducted. Anyways, let's not further delay and let's see what's happening to my Bitcoin investment. Has it gone up or has it gone down? Let's find out. Just before we jump in, just a quick disclaimer. I, Jutin Al Ahmed J bin Zala, I am no tax advisor, no legal advisor, no financial advisor, no registered advisor, no such thing. So do your own research. Yeah, let's get straight into it. Month 22. Welcome back. This month has again, do you know what I always say? It's been crazy. It has been. It looks like we're going into a bear market. Let's go on to what I've purchased and we'll go on to all the stats and then go as BAU, how we normally do it. So, Strike. Let's go on to, so I've only got 146,000 on the Strike account. We already know what's on the cold wallet. But anyways, the purchase that was done this month, it wasn't standard DCA. There was no impulse to do an additional DCA, but yeah, so £100 at the, so that's at £68,069 and 81 pence. That got us 146,908 sats. There's no fee, of course. Current value of that, funnily enough, is £88 and 52 pence. That's actually a new metric I think that they've put in there. That's interesting. Anyway, so if we go on to the hardware wallet, so we've got 3,130,729 sats in the cold wallet, and adding that all together, we've got 3,277,634 sats. Excellent. We're just accumulating, and that's the main story and the main aim of the game, right? We'll come on to analytics and stuff like that of basically what's been happening, but let's see how much it is right now. So funnily enough, I said it's month 22. It's not, it's month 21. I got a bit confused myself. I'm already going ahead of the months. I'm excited for next month's buy because there's a dip right now. I'm not doing an additional dip purchase like I did the other month, so I'm just letting it ride out. So this is actually £2,100 invested rather than 2,200, which would have been month 22, which will be next month. We'll see where we get there. Anyways, £2,100, but it's at 1,900. Well, £1,977 and 41 pence. That's already £122 and 59 pence loss. Listen, I just want to re-clarify before anybody comments down and says anything. It's not even about the fiat value. One Bitcoin is 100 million sats. Let me reiterate that. One Bitcoin is 100 million sats. Just in case you weren't aware. Anywho, let's see what's happened. So obviously the transactions are here. So we're holding £1,977 and 41 pence fiat value, which is £2,100, which is the cost basis. Average buy price is 64,051 pence. Sorry, £64,051 and 72 pence. All-time profit, obviously, we're in a minus now by 5.83%, £122 and 59 pence. Let's quickly click here. It's going to say the same thing anyways. 5.95%. Unrealized profit, I don't know why it's 125, but it's £122. Obviously, we're not realizing anything ever because potentially in the future, you can just put it up as collateral. Hint, hint. No financial advice, lol. But basically, Yeah, we're in a loss right now. We might as well just buy gold. I'll come to that later on, lol. Anyway, let's look at the last 7 days. So it was in a bit of profit, this and that. Obviously, it's tanked, it's gone down. We'll come on to why later on. The last 30 days, it could have been at £1,379. So that's what, £279 profit in fiat terms. And then the last 90 days, couple of £100, right? £600-700. Excellent. That's great. That's nice to see. It doesn't matter. We're never selling. Okay. Anyway, let's go on to trading view, which is pretty interesting. So on my last video, right, I was talking about isn't gonna be a head and shoulders. I would have thought that it would have probably come up a bit more higher, but obviously it didn't. It just completely tanked, obviously because of geopolitical stuff, and obviously the Fed. We'll come on to this anyways. But yeah, that is that a head and shoulders. I would have thought if it came around here-ish and then it tanked, that could be a head and shoulders. People will still say this probably is a head and shoulders. What's happening with Bitcoin? In my last video, I also talked about the fact that I don't think there are cycles. This is broken out of the trend of green, 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 red, green, 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 red, right? What's going to happen with Bitcoin? Is it going to go up or is it going to go down? I hope you guys got the reference for my intro. But yeah, personally, listen, zoom out. This is what I always say. Zooming out is what helps. So this is just trading view. It's always appreciating over a long time, right? That's the main thing, I think. It's not about just buying and trying to sell and trade it and being silly like that. Fact is, how do you retain wealth? How do you get more spending power, right? Bitcoin is a solution for that. And the best bit, you own it. There is nobody that can take it from you, especially if you're smart and you do multi-sig and put it geographically. So it's something that can go to your children directly. There are no governments that can be involved, even if they wanted to. Fact is, they can't really do anything. Obviously, I'm not advising that you be silly and become a criminal. I'm just saying that you can move globally, and in the future, they will make this legal tender. That's my opinion. I think already some countries are doing it. Like El Salvador is prospering by doing that. It will come. A time will come. There's quite a few people that keep saying that they're trying to turn on the switch, right, when they're going to actually do this for everybody. It's interesting. That's an interesting thought, right? I'll probably cover that in one of my streams that I do or plan to do or whatever. But yeah, anyways, let's go on to crypto bubbles just to see how the whole space is, because obviously we're bleeding. This month, okay, where is Bitcoin? I cannot even see Bitcoin. Market cap, Bitcoin still dominates. That's all I really want to show, if I'll be honest. One day, will other stuff surpass it? I don't think so. Bitcoin, there is no second best. It'll only dominate, right? Anywho, just before we go on to the CoinGlass, this is my Primal account. Please do consider following me. This is my NPub. It's on the Nostro protocol, so it's not just Primal that you can use. There are other applications. And yeah, just do follow me there and do post notes. And yeah, I'd like to increase my following on this, right? Anyway, let's go on to CoinGlass before we start our summary and everything. January 30th, that's what the day is. 5.62% down, right? The whole year, so this is showing quarterly, sorry. Well, we are in the first quarter. 5.62% down. Normally in a bull market, we have a year ending in a positive. For the last 4 months, it's just been going down. What that tells me is I think that February, March, April, it possibly might go up, but it will overall be a bear market, in my opinion. I personally, as I've mentioned before, I think that it's going to go down and we're going to be able to get some cheap cheaper sats. I don't think it'll reach like 12, 15, 16,000 pound, which is like $22,000 or $25,000. I don't think it'll be anything like that. Maybe $55,000. That's what I'm thinking. Either way, does it matter? No, because the whole purpose of this and me presenting this and doing this research project is to teach you the power of dollar cost averaging, right? So just DCAing is something that's so powerful that will help you accumulate, especially if you're just trying to save for the future. And this is what this whole series is about. And you're watching me and you're seeing, oh right, let's go back. Sorry. Oh no, I'm down by 122. It doesn't matter. Fact is, how much sats are you accumulating? There's a max supply of 21 million Bitcoin. Now you can say, oh yeah, it's 2.1 quadrillion or whatever sats. Listen, they're printing money. That's unlimited. Just understand that. Once you understand that, you understand that this actually has some sort of value. Why? It's limited. It's scarce, right? Plus, you can own it. Okay, you can transfer it anywhere. You can take it anywhere. It's fully auditable. There are no people that can try and hide. It's far superior than what we have now. Anyway, so next few months, as I said, I think it might go up. Okay, I don't ever recommend trading this, and like I'm just saying, normally over the first couple of days it does go up, and then it plateaus a bit and then goes back down by the end of the month. That's what I've seen. I've also noticed that Wednesdays is a bit of a odd day. It either goes all the way up or goes back down. That's not a trend that I've been seeing of the many years that I've been in space. But yeah, so let's see what happens, right? Comment down below what you think is going to happen. Do you think that this is going to be a full bear market? We'll find out, right? Over the next few months, or well, the year's just begun. But anyways, let's just cover what's happened over the last month. It's pretty much over the last 2 weeks. There's basically been a massive outflow from Bitcoin ETFs. So ETFs, I don't like ETFs. Will never buy an Bitcoin ETF. It's like an IOU in my opinion. But yeah, a lot of billionaires and millionaires that don't want to pay any tax, they are funneling into ETFs and just buying stocks or whatever, or exchange traded funds, obviously ETFs, to put their wealth there, right? So over 1.1 billion has been outflowing from this over the last few weeks. So that's pretty a big outflow. Okay, and that's obviously fluctuating in price. In addition, the US Fed rates is kept steady. It's not moving. That obviously scares people. If it was to go down, interest rates would be decreasing. So yay, people would be spending more. If it increases, obviously everything gets more expensive and the money printer just keeps on printing. Yeah, that's what's scaring people. But the funniest thing is what's been happening, that's been everywhere. If you go on social media, on X or whatever, people have been buying gold instead. They've been transferring their wealth to gold and precious metals. Why? There's been geopolitical tensions with the US tariffs and all these Middle Eastern stuff that's been going on. I don't know why people have been buying gold. Like, listen, Bitcoin, for me, right, it's as simple as this. How am I going to transfer a block of gold through the airport when I want to go move to another country and I just want to live a life? I just want to have a standard place somewhere else. Can somebody not just come and rob me? Right now, with my setup, for example, even if you try to steal from me, you can't. I can't even get it for you. There's a whole lengthy process. If you don't know already, I do crypto asset consulting. Basically, Bitcoin is my main thing that I discuss there. Everything else I don't really talk about, but it's more about self-custody, keeping safe, keeping secure for inheritance planning, stuff like this. This is what I do consulting of. Now, obviously, that should tell you something about my setup. It's bulletproof. It's probably better than Fort Knox, because fact is, I can't even easily access it. Okay, now you might think that's going over the top on security, but the thing is, that's my background. I'm into cybersecurity and stuff like this. Anyway, security really makes me happy knowing that stuff is safe. Yeah, so people have been funneling into gold and precious metals. Fact is, you can't really transfer that. Now, this is it, right? People that are funneling into gold or whatever, they're just trying to store value. Okay, they're not actually buying physical gold and trying to keep that in their safe or whatever. They're just trying to become like retain their wealth, okay, and become wealthier. Basically, fight inflation rates and surpass that. Now, people are believing that gold is the best way to do it. We all know that Bitcoin is a volatile asset. It's brand new. It's only 16 years old. Okay, it's still in its teens. 50 years down the line, let's see how it is. Or you might think now, oh, I'm saying 50 years, am I going to be alive? Too right. You're probably going to be dead. Okay, especially if you're like 40 or whatever. You probably will be. But the fact is, this is creating generational wealth. Okay, it's not just about you. I know that sounds a bit harsh and sounds a bit rude, and you're probably thinking like, well, I want to live my life, and that, well, I'm more of a guy, and if you're similar to me, make sure you do subscribe to my channel and stuff, and follow me on Rumble, X, everything. But I think about the future generations as well, not just about me here and now. I'm here temporarily. That's how I see it. I want stuff for the future, and I want to guide people to the right path and to be good humans, okay, to have a great society and live amongst each other in a civil manner with loving each other and being there for each other and protecting each other, rather than all of this silliness that comes with having wealth. But anyway, so people are just buying gold and precious metals or whatever, and they're funneling it into that just to retain wealth. Bitcoin is the best thing that you can own. Why? Because as I keep on saying and I keep on reiterating this, you're probably thinking that this guy just keeps repeating himself. But fact is, nobody can take it from you. You can take it anywhere. Okay? These are the main selling points. The fact that it's scarce. You can't print anymore. There's a fixed inflation rate for Bitcoin, because Bitcoin, and for anybody that's new here, if you didn't know, Bitcoin will be taking up to 2140 to be fully mined. Let me reiterate what that means. By 2140, year 2140, Bitcoin will be fully mined. The last 1% is going to take like 100 years. Okay, so that already tells you how scarce this is. That already tells you that there's some involvement of work in here. And that's what the whole basis of Bitcoin is. It's called something called proof of work. Okay, check out my other videos for that, just so you understand what the difference between proof of work, proof of stake and stuff is. But anyways, I hope you did enjoy the video. I give a bit of an insight about what's been happening, and you're keeping track with how much I'm accumulating. Hopefully we can get to that 0.1 Bitcoin before the 10 years ends. I'm hoping we can get to like 0.4 or 0.5 by the end of this year. If we can get to 0.5, I'd be really happy. Highly doubtful unless Bitcoin tanks quite a bit, and then the £100 a month gets that 300k sats per purchase. Highly doubtful, right? But we'll see how it goes. Anyways, do subscribe to my channel. Do follow me on Rumble. Do follow me on X, on Nostra, on Primal. And lastly, let's not forget, together, let's break free from the shackles of modern slavery. I'll see you all next time in my next video. Take care all. Bye-bye.